Factsverse presents 20 Secrets the Producers of Cheers Hid from Fans. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all of our videos. Cheers is a beloved American sitcom that began in 1982 and aired for 11 seasons. At first, the show was a huge flop. In fact, the first season rated the lowest out of all the television shows airing at the time. After the first season, though, things really picked up, and after the second season, it became incredibly popular. Its series finale had the second highest watch views of any other television show finale. Cheers featured a lovable and hilarious cast, but you probably don't know how these actors are doing today. Today, we're going to take a look at where these actors are now, as well as some fun and funny stories that went on behind the scenes while the series was made. 1. Ted Danson. Ted Danson played the lead character Sam Malone, known for his love of women and booze. He was a Boston Red Sox pitcher who ended up owning the bar in which Cheers takes place. Much of the show revolved around Sam's relationships with the characters Diane and Rebecca. When the last season of Cheers had finally ended, Ted Danson was paid the highest of all TV stars at the time. After his career with the popular sitcom had ended, however, he had to move on to other things. Danson's love of acting was far from spent, and he continued to appear in a variety of films and television shows. The most popular and well-known of these is likely his role as D.B. Russell in CSI: Crime Scene Investigation. Even today, at the ripe age of 72, he is still going strong in his acting career. 2. Nicholas Colasanto. Nicholas Colasanto brought to life the role of Coach Ernie Pantuso, and was usually just called Coach. His character was known for his hilarious jokes and lovable, gentle personality. Unfortunately, Colasanto's health began to take a turn for the worse partway through the making of Cheers, and he died in 1985, only 3 seasons into the show. Also in 1985, he was given the posthumous award of Best Supporting Actor by an organization called Viewers for Quality Television. The writers of Cheers had to find a way to write his character out of the script, and the character of Coach died alongside Colasanto in the 4th season. 3. Rhea Perlman. Rhea Perlman played the role of Carla Tortelli, notorious for her quick quips and insults, as well as her numerous marriages and children. By the end of the series, her character had a total of 8 children. In real life, however, Rhea Perlman has been steadfastly married to another famous actor, Danny DeVito, since the same year that Cheers aired. She and DeVito have 3 children together, one of which is Lucy DeVito, who has taken after her parents' love of acting and has appeared in a number of films and television shows. Rhea Perlman doesn't just love acting, though. She's also found a career in writing children's books. 4. George Wendt. George Wendt's character, Norm Peterson, was originally meant to be no more than an extra. Wendt, however, is a talented actor with a lovable personality, and his easygoing nature and skill in comedic timing eventually led to him becoming a part of the main cast. One of the series' most memorable running jokes is when the entire bar yells, "Norm!" every time he entered the building. After Cheers ended, Wendt continued his acting career. He even had his own TV show for a month called The George Wendt Show. 5. John Ratzenberger. George Wendt's character Norm was best friends with John Ratzenberger's character, Cliff Clavin. Cliff was a huge know-it-all, and together he and Norm would make comments on all the goings-on within the show. After Cheers, Ratzenberger became a famous voice actor and has so far had a cameo appearance in every film produced by Pixar to date. 6. Kelsey Grammer. In the 3rd season of Cheers, the main cast welcomed Kelsey Grammer as the actor for a new character named Frasier Crane. Frasier was only meant to be a side character in a relationship with Diane while Sam was vying for her attention. After he and Diane broke up, however, Frasier became part of the main cast, and he married the character Lilith, had a child with her, and eventually divorced her. After Cheers, he starred in an entire spin-off series called Frasier. Most spin-offs aren't known for being very good, but Frasier was a huge success. It aired for over 10 years, and Grammer won 4 Emmys in total because of it. Alongside his role in the spin-off series, Grammer also played the role of Sideshow Bob in The Simpsons. 7. Bebe Neuwirth. Frasier's eventual wife Lilith was played by Bebe Neuwirth. Their relationship had quite a long run, but it ended in divorce towards the end of the series. Still, Lilith did appear as a guest once a year during Frasier. Neuwirth had a great time on the set of Cheers, but she's also a very successful actress on Broadway, and she also acts in other television shows. 8. Woody Harrelson. After Nicholas Colasanto's death in 1985, the show still needed a bartender. Woody Harrelson fitted this role with his character Woody Boyd. The character became popular enough on the set of Cheers that he also appeared in Frasier. Today, he's still an acclaimed actor who has been nominated for several different awards. 9. Shelley Long. Shelley Long played the role of Diane Chambers during the first 5 seasons of Cheers. Diane and Sam spent 5 seasons dancing around each other, and their relationship was the main focus of those seasons. Unfortunately, Long decided to leave Cheers in order to act full-time in films. No doubt she was expecting to meet success, but she didn't end up becoming quite as famous as she had hoped. She's still well known for a few comedic movies, however, including The Money Pit, Hello Again, and Outrageous Fortune. Still, you can't help but wonder if she might have been more successful had she stayed on Cheers longer. 10. Kirstie Alley. After Shelley Long left Cheers in Season 6, Kirstie Alley was brought in to play the new role of Rebecca Howe. She was under a lot of pressure to fill the big space left behind by Shelley Long, but Kirstie Alley's acting was extremely impressive. In fact, she won both an Emmy and a Golden Globe for the role. The character of Rebecca bought the bar from Sam in her first appearance on the show, making her a confident and intimidating character. If Alley's character had not been up to snuff with Shelley Long, the series would surely have withered away. But Alley's character was so successful that she actually ended up acting on Cheers for longer than Shelley Long. After Cheers ended, she continued her acting career, both in film and on television, and is also a spokesmodel. Now that we've covered the main cast of this beloved TV show, let's get into some shocking and funny things that happened behind the scenes. 11. A white lie. The sign outside the bar that the show takes place in clearly reads that it was established in 1895. It isn't until later in the show, however, that Sam confesses that he made up the year it was established, so it would seem older and bring in more customers. 12. Improvisation. John Ratzenberger's character Cliff was known for his outrageously false facts. Eventually, Ratzenberger knew what the writers were looking for, and the rest of the creative team decided to just let him come up with the facts on his own. 13. Ted Danson's not-so-secret secret. The actor who played Sam Malone wore a very obvious toupee throughout the series. This fact was never brought up until one day the creative team had the idea of using it as a joke. At one point in the series, Sam takes off his toupee and reveals his baldness to the character Carla, creating a spectacularly hilarious moment in the show. 14. Fallout 4. The extremely popular video game Fallout 4 spent a long time creating a hilarious Easter egg as an homage to the show. Players can find a video game version of the bar that even includes skeletons of Cliff and Norm sitting in their usual stools. 15. Name changer. The establishing photo of the bar in which the show takes place was originally a shot of an actual bar in Boston called the Bull and Finch Pub. Fans of the show began to flock to this bar, and the owners eventually decided to gain even more attention by changing the name of their bar to Cheers. 16. A change in career. Sam Malone is known for being a former baseball player, but while the show was still in development, the writers had originally intended his character to be a football player. It wasn't until Ted Danson was cast that they decided to make him a baseball player instead, because his smaller frame certainly didn't match that of a football player. 17. Dedication. Ted Danson decided to take a bartending course for 2 weeks because he wanted to make sure his performance was completely believable. The show's many fans certainly seemed to think so. 18. Real-life inspiration. Sometimes the writers of the show would people watch at local bars and write down interesting conversations to incorporate into the show. This added a fun and more realistic feel to the sitcom. 19. Some more real-life inspiration. After Norm Peterson became a main cast member, the writers decided to base his character on a real customer that the co-creator, Les Charles, had met during his time as a bartender. 20. It's just that funny. One of the few complaints about the series was its loud laugh track. The creators of the show eventually had to explain that the show didn't actually have a laugh track. Cheers was filmed in front of a live studio audience, and all the laughter was completely genuine. This was a testament to just how well-written and lovable this iconic American sitcom really was. If you watch this video, it's likely you're a Cheers fan yourself. What's one of your favorite moments from the show? Tell us in the comments below, and remember to subscribe to Facts First for more videos.